Hey there, lads and lasses. This here is Thunderhand 64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States here on. It's a Thursday, early evening, very late afternoon, much later than I intended to start today. We had to travel north today, Mrs. Thunderhand, Kachi, and I. And it's about 3 hours drive up to where we went and about 3 hours drive back. And that's a lot of driving for the old man. So we got back just a while ago, and I had to clean up and crash for a little bit and everything. But I'm here now, and now we can do some generations, and I hope you're able to join us this evening for this stream. We are going to finish out excavating out this area here for our storage chest, and then we're going to see what else we can do around here during this time, during this juncture. And so let's get right into it. Let's resupply. Let's get some things going here, and let's get the show on the road, shall we? I'm going to be a little bit cognitively challenged because of all the driving, so please bear with me. I'm going to do the best I can here. All right, let's get out of this mode here, and let me check my inventory. All right, this should be inventory that is left over from our last Kachi Time adventure, or yeah, I believe it was Kachi Time, where we went and did a pretty embarrassing raid on a ocean monument so we could get ourselves some sponges. And let me see, wet sponge, glass bottle times 5. We got some sponges. Okay, let's sort out what we have for our inventory, and then we can get ready. We can do a little bit of digging, and hopefully that we can figure out the digging that we have to finish up. Maybe we can get that done today. So I hope everybody's doing all well today on a Thursday. I'm just going to drop all of this stuff off here. I'm going to keep that right there and that right there. There we go. Ugh. Hands, come on, cooperate with me, please. There's all kinds of stuff that we're going to have to do here. Let's empty out these shulkers. And let's get the shulkers over here. Yeah, let's do something like that. Let's see what we have. Okay, it's the sponges that we were after. So let's get that, and then we'll empty out these shulkers here. Get this stuff out of them. And then I think we're good. We've got 2 empty shulkers right here. Then we can resupply, get our inventory all squared away here. All right, let's some of these chest monsters are getting a little big here. Yeah, they're getting pretty full, huh? Fuck, I need that. All right, let's do that, and maybe a little something like that, and chicken egg, really? Now, if I throw this, I know it's going to spawn a chicken. Ah, we got a break. We caught a break. Thank goodness. Let me see. For right now, I'm going to deposit said shulkers right in there. And tools and weapons, let's do a little bit of this. Is this tools or rockets? This is rockets, but we're going to need some rockets, so let's do that. Let me see. Yeah, it goes over there a little bit. That goes over there like that. And let's go put this back. 2 wells. All right, let's put that in there. Let's get out my bucket of water just in case we encounter some lava. And I know we're going to. We'll put our shears back. Let's get our ender pearls like this. And I think we're okay here. I don't think I need anything else. Maybe some torches. But other than that, I think I'm good. You know what? I'm missing my bow. Maybe the bow is in the weapons chest. No, it's right there. Okay, it should be in the weapons chest, but there probably wasn't any room. But my bow's okay for there for right now. Let's get this here. Let's get my super shovel here. Let me see. I don't need both of my axes. I only need to carry the Silk Touch axe with me just in case I run into something there I want to Silk Touch, like some more of that diamond ore. Resistance potions, I think we're good there. We got a bunch of junk here. We should be okay. Empty shulker. All right, I think we're in good shape. We will... You know what? I just went and stashed those shears. And actually, I need those. I'm going to dry out the sponges. So where did those shears go? Right there. There we go. So let's go start by doing that. Let's head on over to here. All right. Got the Soul Speed 3 boots on with the Soul Speed track running right down the middle here. That makes things go a heck of a lot faster. And this was Nebs' idea, which he was in here helping me excavate. You know, just stick the portal right here. It leads right to the roof. And then we can just insta-dry the sponges like this. It's... that Nebula. She's a machine, I'll tell you. She is so awesome. And I think we're good here. Where are said shears? Right there. And, huh? Oh, is it the hoe that does the... Really? I thought this was shears. I thought shears took out the sponges. Ugh. Thunder. Now, this may look weird with the portals right next to each other, but that there is a temporary portal, and that's the that goes down to our storage area. That's the one at Mushroom Island Central. So it's not a big deal, people. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I understand they look very similar, though, but indeed they are not the same. Right. I should have remembered the hoe for this. Sorry, but there's not a lot of them. We'll be fine. Like I said, cognitively challenged today. Oh, more than usual. More than usual. I should add that as well. More than usual. All right. Let's head on back. Then we can stash these sponges just in case we happen to run into any more patches of water. Right, and we can also switch out these pickaxes here and renew those. And you know what? I think we're only going to need about 2 of these. And this is going to be a little weird getting into the rhythm of this again, but I think we'll be okay. I think it was, what, yesterday? I think it was yesterday that we visited the Storytime server. Now, I forget if the server is called Storytime or Fairy Tale, or is the map Fairy Tale and Storytime server. I forget which one. I'll have to have Nebula clear that up for me. But I was over there helping out with the big Nether project, and that was really cool. Nebs and Draken and I, although yesterday it was during the session I was there, it was mostly Nebs and I. But I really like working with those two. They are a lot of fun to work with. They are super smart and super hard workers, and man, when they set their mind to doing a task, stand back and watch the magic happen. Okay, I think I'm good here. You know what? I'm going to carry the bow with me just in case. Sometimes there's creepies and skellies that spawn up there, so I think we're all right. Yeah, see, I should have used the mighty netherite hoe for the sponges, but I think we're all right here. All right, let's head on back. And we'll enter Pearl up top. And I think I did my math correctly, and with the redesign that I'm going to do on the storage modules themselves, I think I only need to go back here about 261. Please don't tell Nebula that, although I'm sure she's going to find out. But we do need this back area cleared out anyway. We're going to do some things back here. But for today, I think we're only going to go back... I thought it was like maybe 270. Let me just double check and look at what I did this my work from earlier today, because I have it written down right here. Okay, I think I had something like this, right? And then I did something like this. I can just recreate this right now. And then I did this. Okay, so I have to go back to 271. That's what it was. That makes a little bit of sense because I know I was past the beacon. And there's Draken himself, my co-pilot friend and a co-worker, I guess, now, sort of. Welcome aboard, Drak. Moderator, that's probably the word I was wanted to finish that with. So 271, so that's back here. And you can see we're already down there with the laver. All right, so we're going to need some gravel in order to deal with that. And we've got plenty. I can just borrow right from here, I think. But let's see, before I go grab that, I probably have some right down here. Not in this pat, but right down here in one of these chests. We've got, Nebs and I have been saving so much material here. Where is it? There's the tuft and the diamond blocks, and more tuft, and more diamond blocks, and tuft, and diamond blocks. What did I do? Did I put them all in the chests here? Maybe I did. Yeah, here we go. We're not going to need a lot. I'll just carry like maybe a couple of stacks. Maybe that'll be enough there. Fuck. Come on, Thunder, come on. Okay, this is better. So Draken, my friend, how are you doing today? How goes the monumental task in the Nether over on your server and Nebula's server? I think the two of you have gotten all of that gigantic section 2 all excavated out now. Nebula and I were in there using filling in the sand, the lava lakes there with sand, and then digging out underneath the sand and having them collapse onto slabs, which was very, very cool. What a cool idea. That really worked out well. We were using the torches before, and that was going a little slow, and then we decided, hey, let's try out the slabs, and let's see if the slabs work. I say we decided, actually. It's her idea, right? And then we tried it out. Of course, I'm smart enough to just say, yeah, sure, let's do that. And no regrets, people. No regrets. It's awesome. Let's lay down some torches. And you know what? Let's pull up the mini HUD here with which to help out here. 3. Usually, I think the new update is like just as long as any light level at all is present, then it should stop the mobs from spawning. But you know, if I see some that get down around 3, that's not quite bright enough for me. I'm gonna head down here. There's probably some Daka spots here, like right about there. I think that's good, right? And here-ish. And then way back in the corner. Okay, yeah, those were getting down to about 2 there. All right, I think this is going to be all right. I think this is going to be all right here. All right, so I'm going to dig a trench right down to our lower level. Right, and so we are down here on y equals 5. I think that's what we're going for. Yeah, here-ish. And so I'm going to dig a trench back to negative 271 back here. That'll tell me where to stop. And then I think I'll just dig forward from there. And then we have the beacon effect here. I think we're going to be fine. And oh my God, Pleasant Player! I got good news. Tomorrow is my last day of school. Really? Let me see. May 26th? Okay. All right. And I've got a suit and everything for it. Oh, man, that is so cool. That is so cool. Congratulations, my friend. Let's do this. And there we go with the... and Drakens get the... let me see. Pleasant Player has the follow command on there. And... Draken, if you don't mind doing a shout out for Pleasant Player. Pleasant Player is also a streamer. A good friend, has been a guest on Generations here, and we had a heck of a stream. You should go check out the VODs for that. And video YouTube creator. Close enough. You know what I mean. And hey, I watched your last video on the build challenge, which was highly entertaining. So viewers, you should definitely go check out Pleasant Player. Do yourselves a favor and go check him out. You won't be disappointed. 271, right about here, I think. See, here we go already with the water. And so here's where the sponges come into use, people. Yes, indeed. So let's put a sponge there, and maybe another one there, and one right there, and perhaps one more right there. That ought to do it, right? Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. Wow, it is actually easier to break the wet sponges with other sponges than it was with the what am I trying to say? The she is. Thank you, Draken, for the shout out. Appreciate it. A video of mine has recently gotten 300 views. It is awesome. You know what? I am not a bit surprised. Your videos are highly, highly entertaining. And, reference to Elliot, who also helps you out with those, does the editing and stuff like that. Very cool. All right, so I have to go back to y equals 18 here. On this side. Here we go. We better be Johnny on the spot with the torches because, you know, we'll have unwelcome friends. Friends in quotes, of course. Okay, so I think I'm doing okay here. Yep. All right. Let's just... so let me see. We filled in all the gravel. Before I go digging straight up, let's just remember that there's gravel above us now instead of lava, so that should be okay. Okay, now I think we're done. We're done in that direction anyway. So yeah, some good old just mindless hacking today. Grinding, I should say. Just doing the grinding here. After way too much driving for the old man here, this is a good way to stream, I think. So a couple of things we need to talk about. I redesigned, and I posted this on the Discord, so you may want to go over. Okay, calm down. Cognitive issues. You may want to go over and check out the Discord. I logged in there some pictures of the redesigned storage module. So a module is about 8 columns, and because water flows 8 blocks, and it uses water for distribution. So we've designed storage modules. We need about 46 of them, I believe. Uh-oh. We're having trouble with blocks rendering right here. And let me see. I'm a little bit past where I need to be anyway. I only need to be out about this far. Right about here. This is good. All right. And then, you know what? We'll start digging down from here. But I've redesigned the storage modules themselves. And so instead of 2 rows, they're 3 rows now. And just to shorten the amount of area, I was getting a little concerned with how far away and how many chunks are going to have to be loaded to keep that thing running. And Nebs and I were talking about it, and I figured, you know what, I'll do a little bit of modification. And so instead of making it 2 rows per module, I made it 3 rows per module, and that shortened it down quite a bit. It's still not all entirely in the spawn chunks, but I have some plans for that. So part of the remodel uses packed ice and requires honey blocks. And also, for the circuitry, I wanted to use 3 different colors of wool on which to place the redstone, so the substrate for the redstone, just so I can keep track of what's going on. And I know wool's a common thing to use. I usually just use the smooth stone, but the circuitry is getting kind of complicated trying to stack them together. And I can see repeating those modules over and over, like I said, 42 or 46 times. I think mistakes are going to be made. So any color coding I can do is going to help out there. And so what it comes down to is I'm going to need 3 more farms, everybody. I'm going to need a wool farm. I'm going to need a honey farm. And we still desperately need a tree farm. And so I think I'm going to reach out to friends and invite them on as guests and see who wants to help me with those 3 projects. I mean, I could certainly build them myself. It'll take only a little bit longer, but it's always more fun to have guests on here working together and stuff. And so there's 2 stages. There's, of course, building the farm itself and getting it functioning. And then there's a decoration stage involved too, which I want to make sure gets done, because I have a lot of farms around here that are operational farms, but you know what? They're not decorated and they don't feel like complete builds when I do that. And so maybe we'll invite a guest on to build the farm, and then if the guest also wants to do the decorating, great. If not, we can have one guest build the farm and another guest do the decorating. So we could do something like that. So we're talking, if that were to happen for all 3 farms, a potential maybe 6 guests. And so I've sent out invitations before and I haven't gotten any replies back, so I'm going to resend to a few of our good friends here and see if they want to come on and do some building. Because we need farms, people. We're going to need so many honey blocks. I haven't done the math yet to inventory how many materials we're going to need per module yet or anything. We might do a little bit of that at the stream if I wind up finishing this up. So we'll see. Let's go over and get caught up in the chat here. I'm also planning on making a new series during the summer where I interview people because I have a fascination in journalism. So on Sunday, a video of me interviewing a U.S. veteran will come out. Oh, man, that is going to be so cool. Do you think you're going to make it to the stream on June 10th? I don't see why not. Pulling up calendar right now. May, June. June 10th is a Friday. I think we're good. I don't see why not. We should be able to do that. Do you know what the bro code is? I was on this server over a month ago. Wow. Well, I know of bro codes in different contexts. I'm not sure I know the one that you're talking about, though, but maybe. So I'm thinking maybe if I get this all excavated out here. You know what? I just noticed that we don't have any game sound. Let's bring up the game sound. And let me see here. Okay, we've got a little more game sound. You guys, you gotta tell me when I don't have game sound. Blocks are breaking silently. Did too much driving today. Cognitive issues, more than usual. I mean, it's going to be like 7 hours long, so I think you have time to join it. Oh, yeah. If it's that long, I'll definitely be in for portions of it. And, yeah, you know what? And, you know, for the portions where I'll be driving that day, if I am Friday, I usually don't do a lot of driving on Friday. And Biggie's insured and licensed to drive the car now, and so we're going to give him one of the cars on Friday to let him bring himself to school and back. And so that's less driving on Friday. So Friday, I ought to be able to hang in for quite a bit of it. And the parts that I can't hang in for, I will be lurking. So definitely. And I will try to bring as many of my viewing friends as possible with me. The bro code I am talking about is the one where all bros must follow. For example, bros before Minecraft planting item. Yes. Got it. Let's make sure we got plenty of lighting. Then we're going to have to do a little bit of dispelling of the inventory here. Ejecting out the unwanted stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And usually, you know, I get rid of the inventory the moment I clear a layer. But you know what? Inventory's filling up a little fast. And you know what? I am having a little bit of difficulty getting back into the rhythm of this. So let's go down and let's do a little inventory management, people. Inventory management as in, you know what? cobblestone, everybody, goes right in there, along with granite and diorite. Okay, and then the goody stuff that we want to save. Nebs and I had been putting all that stuff right in here, thusly, like that. And you know what? I'm going to keep an extra stack of gravel because apparently we have some more stuff with which to deal up there. Can I make it this time? Yes, there we go. You can see a little bit of the lava extends down underneath here, which when we were digging up from the bottom here was a little bit of a risky move there. So I can see some lava coming in right there. So here we go. Looking nice in my suit. Nothing like a sharp-dressed man, I'll tell you. You going to post any pictures there, Pleasant Player? No obligation, of course, but... Last day of school. Man, you must be psyched. Good stuff. I think Biggie has... Oh, see what I mean? Look at that. And here we are with lava. All right, let's do that first. And then we'll drop in on the lava from above. Biggie has about 2 more weeks left of school. But this is the summer before his senior year, so wow, is he going to be busy during the summer. So it's really not much of a break for him. Plus he has basketball training all through the spring and summer. His spring tournaments, summer tournaments for basketball. He's a busy lad. It's one of the reasons why he and I are making the big push for the license, because it's getting to the point where, you know, it's just not manageable. We need a third adult in the house. Driving. It's just critical. Oh, we've got some lava to deal with which to deal. And I don't think I brought enough with me, but that's okay. We'll skim off the top layer and then reuse the granite. Gravel. It's going to be one of those streams, people. Gonna need all the help I can get. I'm only working on a very small fraction of cognitive power. The car destroys it. Can't believe I used to do that every day, though. Let me see. Let me get caught up here. Might post a pic, making sure I look fresh. The biggest thing I have planned for the summer is a huge project that I've been working on since January. It's going to be crazy. Oh, okay. All right. I don't know if you want to do any spoilers or not, but we'll be looking out for that. If it's something video related that you're going to be posting. I'm pretty sure it is. Knowing you. This summer, my parents said that I can get a job to make money. Awesome, dude. Welcome to the working force. Biggie's also going to be working this summer, too. So, yeah, I was just talking earlier, you know, that we did a lot of driving today, and I can't believe I used to do that amount of driving every single day. So I would typically wake up at 4 in the morning, and then I would prep and then hit the road at about 5 a.m. Then it would take me 2 hours to drive down to the school, 2-hour commute down there. So I could open the doors at about 7-ish, sometimes a little earlier, because, you know, assistant principal, that was my job, get the school all opened and prepped. And then I would typically work a 10, 12, 14-hour day at the school, and then over a 2-hour commute home. And I did that every single day. I did that 5, sometimes 6 days a week. That was tough. So Thunderhand is not a lazy man. I'm taking a little time off right now so I can make some decisions about what I want to do and stuff like that. But just doing all that driving today reminded me of how much I used to do. And, you know, I did that for over 6 years. Almost 10 years I did that amount of driving, actually, now that I think of it. And that was tough. That was tough. It's easier when you're a younger man, but you know what? You get older, and that really takes a toll on you. I was reminded of that today. And I don't think I want to go back to doing that. That's too much. All right. Wow, this lava is... I'm probably not dealing with this as efficiently as myself and Nebs did when we were excavating this earlier, but, you know, like I said, cognitive issues today, more than normal. But that looks like the extent of it, I think, right? So I think we're okay here. I think we're okay. There might be a little bit more hiding underneath here, but for the most part, I think we're good. Yeah. Yeah, see? There's a little bit. There's always some, right? Okay, enough with the lava now. I like just mining mindlessly in my nice long straight lines here. Like a tool. There we go. That's better. Yeah. That's probably going to get clipped, but there we go. I'm going to head out now. Been fun. Next stream, I will officially be out of school. Have a pleasant rest of your day. Pleasant Player, thank you so much for dropping by, my friend. Good luck on your last day of school and everything. And enjoy looking spiffy. And your plans for the summer, man. And I can't wait to see your next video and next stream. You have yourself a good evening. We're just going to be sitting here dealing with this. Until we get it on down to layer 5. Like I said, the back part we don't really need. We might go on and finish that. But because we're going to have to put in some mechanisms behind this wall, even though this is the extent to where the modules will be built. But we're going to need a little room behind that as well. So. Hawk, the slate is killing me. Alrighty. So it was fun being in here with Kachi on Sunday. Kachi and I haven't streamed Minecraft together a long time because of the CPU issue, which has yet to be resolved. That I'm just waiting on a friend. So, but we should be doing okay with that pretty soon. The big thing that's going to help is when we get the secondary PC set up. And then we can run 2 PCs at the same time with a game capture card. And this PC, the plan is for this PC to continue to be the workhorse, really. And handle most of like OBS Studio and stuff like that. And the sound and the music and Discord while we're chatting with friends to handle the audio for that and everything. So we'll have this system doing that. Then the other system will be mainly just running the game. Then we'll use a capture card. And I'm thinking that that's really the way to go. Our friend PC and Coffee, who you should go check out, PC Builder, and family friend, local here to us in Southern California. SoCal. That's what I'm trying to say. yeah, is going to be building that secondary system for us, or at least helping us get good prices on parts. Is really what he is most helpful at. But boy, that man builds himself amazing PCs. He certainly does. I mean, I build my own PCs usually as well, but he does it so much better. So much better. But the idea is we're also going to get an upgrade CPU, motherboard, and RAM for this old system. It's like the last upgrade we can really do on this system here. I'll tell you what. Let's offload the cobblestone so we can pick up that cobbled deep slate, because wow, we need a lot of that. Just one glance at the floor will tell you we're going to need a lot of that cobbled deep slate. And let's just clear out the inventory while we're down here, like this, and we're good. Let's head up back here. Hope we don't land in lava, because we don't have any open lava. We should be all right. And let's get over here. And where's all that cobbled deep slate? There it is. That's the stuff I want to get. That's the important stuff. Yeah, there we go. And about's there. Okay. All right. Black gold right here. All right, we're coming up on June. It's getting to be the end of May. Today being the 26th. And June is when I've decided that I need to start the base project. I did have an idea for a mega base for this Generation 5. And with recent events and stuff, I've been going back and forth about... I've had two possible plans for that. And in recent events, I can go back to my original plan A, and I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to see what's going to happen with that. If we have enough time left in the year to do that, because it's a colossal project that I've not ever tried before, and it involves some technology that I haven't ever tried before. So it's going to be a mega step up for me as far as Minecrafting and using other software and stuff that I haven't really used it quite this way before. So we're going to see what that's going to entail. We're going to make a decent attempt at doing that, because we want to, Kachi and I want to wrap up Generation 5 for in December, at the end of December 2022, and we want Generation 6 to begin next year. And we realize that 1.18 will be coming out soon, and we may have to update this map one more time for the did I say 1.18? I meant 1.19. And we may have to update chunks again for 1.19. So not a big deal for us. Don't really mind that too much, but I'm just not sure how it's going to change the map here. One thing I am sure of, though, is I'm not going to leave this at 1.18.2, though. I'll come up with some kind of idea for this. I'm hoping I can just preserve these chunks and then update the new chunks with the 1.19 stuff. And I'm not sure how much of the 1.19 stuff I'm going to be able to incorporate here in Generation 5, but we'll see what we can do. The rest of the year for Generation 5 is probably going to be spent finishing up these farms and some of these builds around here, but mainly it's going to be working on my main base here. And that's one of the reasons why I'm building this mega storage system here. I believe that this is going to help me out with the base build. This should have been done very, very early on in the game. Things like that, I've learned a lot from the Buffooncraft SMP and our friends like Draken and Nebula and stuff like that. I learned a lot of stuff from our streaming friends and stuff. So Well, and one of those things, especially I learned from Buffooncraft, is storage and sorting and storage. If you're building big like this, that's really critical to get that. I was going to say sorted, to get that established early in the game. So I'm way behind on this thing. So, but for Generation 6, it's going to be one of the very first things that we build. And we'll make a mega central one just like this, but it'll be updated. It'll have to be a little bit bigger. It'll be updated because of the 1.19 materials. All right, we're about to start the next layer down, so let's do some inventory management. Yeah, this tune is Sharp Focus by Descant. Oh, and that's one of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to modify the my chatbot to display the song title and credits. That's really easy to do with Pretzel Rocks and Streamlabs, but now I'm on Epidemic Sound with Stream Elements, and I just need to set that up. So it'll say in the chat, right, what the current song that is playing is, and especially the name of the artist. I always want to make sure I get that in there. Being a fellow musician myself, I think that's kind of important. All right, I threw some andesite in here erroneously, unintentionally, and so we have to get rid of that. Andesite's a really good block with which to build, but God, I already have so much of it. Okay, here we are. Here we are. Ready for the next layer down like this. Oh, and here's a zomboid, everybody. From where did you spawn? Oh, from down there, huh? Okay, well, we'll have to put a torch down there. There we go. Okay, we're looking good here. And dealing with the gravel. Yep, there we go. Okay, just a tiny little gravel patch there. A little homage to Bob Ross there. Tiny little gravel patch right here. I was in Dust of Ochika's stream for her last stream, and we were talking about Bob Ross because she's a big fan. She does Bob Ross paintings and stuff. And when she said the color alizarin crimson, it's one of the paint colors. It's a brilliant looking color, by the way. It's really cool. But when she said alizarin crimson, wow, that's hard for me to say now. It reminded me that there was a painter on PBS who was the predecessor of Bob Ross. I think he came before Bob Ross, and his name was Bill Alexander. And I want to say he's German, but actually I think he was Austrian. He might have been Austrian or Swiss. And I'm not sharp enough with my linguistics nowadays, at least, to tell the difference. But Bill Alexander, and I remembered him because he had a really cool way of saying alizarin crimson whenever he used it. It was. I remember my uncle, who was a painter, painter, would watch him, and we would watch him together and stuff. And back when I was a youngin', when I was doing painting, when I was a young guy. But yeah, Bill Alexander, I hadn't thought about him in a long time. And he's still there's still YouTube videos of him, by the way. So if you want to check him out. Not only a really talented painter, but a really funny guy, too. A funny character in his own way. Really cool guy. And again, had a kind of voice and a kind of rhythm of his speech where you could just listen to him talk for hours. It's just... Oh, we have got ourselves a lot of lava here. This lava pocket is bigger than I thought it was. Okay, here we go. Back into the deep slate. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, that this last section here is going to be pretty tedious to chew through this. We've got a lot of slate because these are newer chunks that got updated, so we've got a lot of slate here. What's cool is, though, we're getting quite a bit of the tough block, too, which, ironically, not so tough as the deep slate is. So, all right, let's get through some of this. We're starting to get down to the lower layers here, so. So we've got some big things coming up on Generations. Clearly, I plan on having some guests on here pretty soon, so definitely keep your eyes out for that. I usually like to keep things a surprise, especially when they don't work out that way. There's not as much disappointment, but I'm hoping I can get quite a few of our higher profile viewers and friends on here to do a little bit of work and help out with those 3 farms. I think that'll be a lot of fun. The thing is, a lot of people are busy with their own stuff right now. Like my Buffoon friends, for example, season 4 is quickly approaching, and they plan to do season 4 when 1.19 comes out, 1.19 comes out, which is soon. That's like a couple of weeks away. So they're getting ready and prepping for that, and some of the builders there are finishing up their own projects for season 3. So they are right to the wall trying to finish things up, and so I don't think many of them are going to be available. I'm hoping they are, but we'll see. Certainly be understandable if they're not. Again, like I said, I can certainly handle building those farms myself. No problem at all, but it's just more fun, to do it with other players. And I like to see their styles of doing things, too. Like, you guys may recall when Nebula was on here to build the Ghast farm. And if you don't recall, or you didn't get a chance to catch that, go check out the VOD. But, yeah, when the guests are on, I pretty much just let them build, we're building a Ghast farm today. Fine. What kind of farm do you want to do? And they design it and they build it, and that way, it stands as a testament of their style and stuff, and I just help out and I just facilitate them, and that's the way I like to do it. Oh, that was perfect. That should have been clipped. Uh-oh. Lava with an R on the end. There we go. There we go. So yeah, we got quite a bit. We still got a lot of lava with which to deal here. Okay, handling some of that. I'm thinking where this dirt is, there's probably lava below that because I usually use dirt to fill in for lava when I'm tunneling through it. And so if I see a patch of dirt like that, it usually means lava. Let us cut down on the potential for uninvited guests, shall we? And we'll do this. Zombie flesh? I think not. Cluttering my inventory with that kind of stuff. Imagine there's no zombie flesh. Cluttering my inventory. If you listen closely, you can hear John Lennon rolling in his grave right now. Let us do that. I shouldn't be saving iron. Our iron farm is so ridiculous in its production. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just too Scottish to let it despawn. Draken! Been having minor trash panda problems here. Oh dear. For those of you who may not be aware, trash panda is a euphemism. I don't know if it's a euphemism actually, but it's how we say raccoons. It's a creative way to refer to raccoons. The rare, or maybe not so rare, Kentucky trash panda. All right, doing good there. So what's your plan for the trash panda situation there, Drac? What's your plan? It's strange, or it may seem strange to you. In Southern California here, we actually have a lot of wild animals right here in the neighborhood. Because we're right on the edge of the desert. So it's common to see coyotes actually around the neighborhood and stuff. In fact, one time when I woke up in the wee hours to go to work, it was the last year I was commuting in. As I was driving the car, I pulled out of the driveway and onto the street. And as I was heading up the street, heading down the street, was a coyote. Just trucking down the sidewalk, passing all my neighbors' houses. Looking for dogs and cats that have been left out in the night. Not good. Not good for pets. But, yeah, we have sections of, like, open range here that have been preserved for what's left of the ranches. And like between our town and the next town over, there's a big patch of open range. And it's basically desert. And so there's a lot of wildlife out there. We see deer out there quite often. Bobcat is, we've seen bobcat out there. We see foxes. You see foxes out there quite often. Let's head on over here. Yeah, okay, we're good up there. Of course, out here in Southern California, you know, they just call animal control, and it's taken care of for us. I say us with quotes. Being from New Hampshire, you know, I deal with that stuff in a more personal manner sometimes. In New Hampshire, you don't really have a choice. My brother just sent me a photo, actually, of a black bear in his front yard. He lives in a forested area of New England, and he's kind of out there in the boonies. And he pulls out to go to work in the morning, and a small black bear paying him a visit out there on the front of the property. But we come from New Hampshire originally, at least I do, and that's where he is right now, and that's very common out there, actually. But, you know, and it was a young one, too, so those of you with any experience, when you see the young bear, the first question that comes into your mind is, where's the mom? Oh, boy, where's the mom? But the mom didn't show up, so. And the young one went on his way not long after, so. Just stopped by to mark the tree in my brother's front yard as being his. So, just marking my territory here. Don't mind me. All right, I'm just checking. Yeah, all right. So we need to play the song list and re-cue that. That means, let me see, we're close to standing time, or switching modes. I'm already in standing mode because, you know, I was sitting down a lot today. And I'm going to try sitting mode. I'm going to see if my body's up for that. It's probably not, but I'm going to try it out. And so we'll switch to that here in just a moment. And make a certain amount of progress on this. And then we'll switch modes. Yeah, so tomorrow, being Friday, will be Biggie's first day of of driving the van to school on his own tomorrow. Mrs. Thunderhand is horrified, but reluctantly is allowing it. I, of course, am thrilled, you know. But that'll be his first day driving on his own. That'll be tomorrow. And he's a little apprehensive about it, which is good, which is a good sign. That means he's thinking about being careful and stuff. That's good. The street on which he has to drive is very long and quite treacherous, actually. That avenue is just unbelievable. And so that's like, and we've been driving that together every day for like the last year. And so he has a lot of experience with it now. And but tomorrow I won't be in the car with him. He'll be doing that on his own. So the boy is becoming a man. And couldn't be soon enough because we need more adults here. Because I'm getting old, people. I'm getting old. Plus, he has more needs now, too. He's growing up, you know, and he has more places to go and more things to do. And, you know, we can't just keep chauffeuring him around, you know. And mostly, we just can't be in 2 or 3 places at the same time now. And it's getting to that point now because Kachi's also getting older and doing more. And we're just reaching our limits as far as being able to get everybody around to all the places they need to be whenever they need to be there. Logistically, it's going to be a problem. Good Lord, if it isn't Jepotastic herself. What are you working on today? Okay, Jeppo, let's get you caught up. So very happy to see you, by the way. Are you still traveling, or are you back yet? And Draken saying, I'm probably going to Dalek on both of them. Go down. Okay. Exterminate! They have been raiding the cat and dog food containers every night for the last week. Aww. And then Jeppo's waiting for the aircon guy to come so I can dash off suddenly. Oh, hi there. Oh, you're still in Singapore. Okay, good. Well, I don't know. I think that's good, right? So, Jeppo, this is what we're working on. I'm working on a mega storage area right now. And, yeah, it's going to be the biggest storage unit I've ever built in Minecraft. It's going to be... Well, some of the viewers were asking me, so, Thunderhand, what items are you going to store? And my response is, all of them. All of them. So it's going to be very, very big indeed. So Nebula stopped by a number of times to help me excavate all of this out to fit in all of the storage modules that are going to go into here. And so I've updated the modules. I've built these modules in place here just as a prototype. But I've already gone and changed them. Instead of having 2 rows, they'll have 3 rows in each module of 8 here. And so I think there'll be 42 or 46 modules in all. And they'll store all of the items. Oh, you just got there. Oh, wait a minute. Hold it. Then let me get this straight. So this time all this past time traveling, you've been with your family in Australia, and now you're going to Singapore. Okay, got it. Might as well store all of them. Well, the storage unit here is about, it's not really about gathering materials and resources for building. It's really about emptying my pockets. That's why I'm storing all of them. Hey, I want you to check this out, though. I don't know if you've seen any of this before, but night is about to fall. And I've pretty much finished the Guardian farm here. In fact, let's take a moment and we'll put on the shaders. We'll switch over to shaders because I know you haven't been by in the street for quite some. You've been busy. Yes, I have. Yes. Well, it's also been a while since you've been here, so because traveling and stuff, I get it. But I'm absolutely thrilled to see you. With a family in an undisclosed location. Don't worry, I won't dox you. Now on my way back to Sydney via Singapore. Oh, okay, got it. Oh, wow. Oh, my. All right, it's almost nighttime here, I think. Sun and moon has been switched off. Let's see. I think it's under details or animations. There it is. Sun and moon on. Done. Back to game. Yes. Oh, no, sun's just coming up now. Still, with shaders on at night, if you want to get a view of this thing at nighttime with all the lighting effects, it's really super, super cool. In fact, we'll do a little more work and we'll come back, and when it's nighttime, we'll go check this out. At nighttime, it's really spectacular to look at, especially with the shaders on. So we'll go down, we'll head down, and we'll do a little bit more here. It'll be nighttime soon enough, probably in a little less than 10 minutes. I don't know if you have enough time to stick around for that long, but I think you were doing creative mod stuff in the hotel the last time I was here. Yeah, I was probably doing some of the design work here. Actually, I'm about ready to wrap up said hotel. Just putting on the details of the front and everything, getting that into place. We finished the river, the faux river here, put in some benches and decorations. Still a little bit on the ceiling. I'm not really entirely thrilled with the ceiling. I think I could have done a better job on this, but honestly, I think I'm out of time. And then mirroring the ceiling on the other side over here, or at least doing the same kind. I purposely made this a little bit asymmetrical over here. Just to shake things up a little bit, right? And so you folks can tell north end from south end. So we've been doing that. And then there's the lobby area here that needs to be done. And then to cap off this, and we're pretty much done with the hotel. It'll be finished. Aircon guy is here. I'll be back when I can. Okay, understood. We'll resume work down here. And with that, also, Draken, I don't know if you're there, but I'll just do the shout out for Jeppo myself. And there we go. So Jeppo-tastic variety streamer, does a lot of music stuff with music writing challenges with musicians and stuff, as well as, crafting streams and things like that. And just a wonderful streamer, a lot of fun. I think I laugh during every stream. Really. Jeppo has an awesome stream, so please go check that out. Delightful streamer. Typically, streams on Mondays and Wednesdays, but Jeppo's traveling right now, as we've both been discussing here in the chat. And but it sounds like you're going to be back and resuming your regular streaming schedule soon. So yeah, we got big things coming up. Big things coming up for Generations here. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting down to the lower levels here. And again, let me see, 710. I was supposed to switch over to sitting mode, which we, as a, person of Scottish heritage, we got to make sure that we don't say that with the Sean Connery accent. Although sometimes it does sound like an accident on the family-friendly stream. But here we go. Sorry, stepped away. Hey, don't apologize. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Draken, don't apologize, my friend. Appreciate everything that you and Nebs do around here. I find it amazing that I even have mods at all. I really do. Considering, I'm not the most ambitious streamer. My ambitions for my stream are very, very humble. But it does not mean I don't appreciate everything we've done here. Let me see. What's the name of this track that we're on? Golden Years by Arlo Young. This is good. This is good. I like this one. I like the shuffle beat to it. That's nice. How are we doing here? Good. So we'll be coming up on our 2-year anniversary of streaming in June. And I think it's going to be right about, it might be about the same time that Pleasant Player is going to do his anniversary too. So I don't know. I have to check to make sure on the date. Unfortunately, that's before I learned how to save the VODs by exporting them to YouTube. I didn't start that until October of 2020, I believe. 2021, actually. No, 2020. October 2020 is when I started saving the VODs. But I was streaming before then. Started streaming in June of 2020. And I still remember Biggie showing me how to stream for our first stream. And we do what everybody does, This is just a test stream. Just don't show up. We're just testing out equipment. And then everybody stops by and stops in because they're curious. And you're like, I don't know what's going on. Don't watch me streaming. I'm just testing stuff. I don't know how to stream. But I thought it was hilarious, getting viewers on the first day when we were just trying to get the equipment to work. It's like, if I put that in the title, why would anybody want to watch that kind of stream? But people do. People do. And they're super cool. Super cool. So, Jeppo, if you could still hear me, I don't know if you can, but please, my wishes for safe travels. And, as much as it's cool to see you do your stream from your family's place and stuff, you're fans of which I'm one of your biggest, I feel. We can't wait to see you back and streaming on a regular schedule. All right, we're getting down here. You know, now that I'm getting into these lower layers, this is really starting to drag. Starting to take so much time. When Nebs and I were in here working on this together, we were just mowing through this stuff. But we were also in the upper layers that is mostly stone, and there wasn't quite as much deep slate up there. So the two of us were just plowing through this stuff like butter. Let's get the mini HUD back on so we can track the light levels. Again, you know, unwanted guests, uninvited guests. Like right there, you know what I'm saying? I'm right there. Okay. But it's fun to get in here and do this kind of work again, you know. Just doing the grind. It's one of the most pleasant things about Minecraft, I think. And I think I'm getting quite a bit better at it now that, even just yesterday, you know, working in the Nether with Nebs, and, you know, the days before there when I was in there as well with Draken, and just working with other people like that, and you see the way they do things, it just makes you do things better. Pick up tricks and tips and habits and stuff, and it makes you better at what you do. Okay, we're good here. Let's dump off some stuff. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, we are ready for the next level, which is the last level. Right? Yeah, we're good here. And again, check up on the time, 7:17. Okay. Got about 43 more minutes left of the stream here. All right, I like this. I like that. Okay, good. Oh, we're down into some stone layers again, too. That's good. So you might be able to tell where the new layers, where the old layers end that I preserved with the MCA selector, and the new chunks begin. Basically, when you get into this stuff with a deep slate, those are the new chunks. But one part of the redesign for the modules was to shorten the area that we need, to reduce the area that we need for the storage units. And really, I was more concerned about items despawning, or chunks not loading, and then items being sent through chunks that aren't loaded. That's really the main reason why I tried to reduce it. So I'm not entirely sure how well this is going to work, because this is the first time I've built storage on this kind of a scale before. Hawk. And we've got a little bit here that we need, with which we need to deal. English. Okay, let's dig out this gravel. There's probably a lot more lava hiding behind this. Yeah, see? See what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. What I'm saying. Fuck. Not yet. I want to get that stuff back there. There we go. Okay, that's better. So the base I'm building is going to be such that Kachi and I have some pretty loose lore that goes along with our generations maps that we have here. In Generation 5, and in order to go from Generation 5 to Generation 6, there's a little bit of lore kind of like we have going with that, and so the base is going to be part of that. And if I sound a little cryptic, that is intentional. Now see, this is the way that I want to do this. Without the deep slate. Just cruising through this at top speed with the Instamine. Okay, that's better. That's better. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. Plus, we've been pretty busy, actually, the Thunderhand family, for the last 3 or 4 days. 3 or 4 days ago, we got some extremely disturbing news. And that really ground things to a halt for us. Just family stuff that you have to deal with. And, but horrifying kind of stuff. And, but, you know, so we pretty much our lives were on hold for about 3 or 4 days, but things, especially today, we got more information today and everything, and things seem to be a lot better now. So things are calming down again, and things are getting back to normal. So the last 3 days, if we haven't been doing much and you haven't been seeing much of us, that's why. That's why. Life, everybody, life has stepped in and gave us a little bit of a scare there, but things are okay now. So. Things are okay. So it's business as usual, but you know, you always feel you learn from that kind of stuff, and it renews your resolve to get through things and stuff. So let us do that so we can pick up this cobbled deep slate. There we go, and we should really go deal with our inventory, do a little inventory management. So let's finish up this strip over here. Right, and then down here, and that'll bring us down to this end, and we will do a little inventory management when we get down there. Bye-bye, cobblestone. So glad I've overcome my Scottishness and I'm able to dump off cobblestone now. Excessive amounts of cobblestone. And if you guys are going to try to argue with me about saving cobblestone, I'm going to show you the chest monsters of cobblestone. Chest monsters of cobblestone. They're horrifying. And we still have them, too. We have more cobblestone than we will ever use for the remaining season for Generation 5 here. We will never use that amount of cobblestone. Especially now that I know the builds that we'll be working on between now and the close of Generation 5. I know we're not going to use that amount. So, plans for Generation 6. Kachi and I are hoping that you guys are at least a little bit curious about what we're going to do for Generation 6. It's not going to be like Generation 5, I'll tell you that. It's going to be similar because of the theme of the stream, right? I mean, we're still Minecrafting, still, for the most part, almost entirely survival. But we're going to try some things that we've been discussing. And we're going to incorporate those ideas in Generation 6 coming this January. And it being January is one of those things. One of the things I think that we should do about so-called seasons of these maps, I call the maps generations because it fits the theme. Actually, Kachi came up with that. And but each generation, now I lost my train of thought completely. Totally derailed. Each generation has had its themes, but for the most part, when the season for each generation comes and goes, when to change. And a lot of creators will change with the Minecraft updates. And I'm trying not to do that. I'm avoiding that. I think the updates are too erratic. I mean, I'm grateful that Mojang even does updates at all. So I try not to complain too much. Ooh, diamonds. Check it out, Nebs. We'll grab that. Well, I think we should grab it right now because the viewers will go nuts. But I've decided I'm not going to update based on... I'm not going to start new maps and stuff based on Mojang's updates for the game. That Kachi and I will decide when we do the updates. You know what? We'll just deal with what it means to have to update change worlds or play on worlds in between updates. We'll just deal with it that way because I think the updates are too erratic, and that's not necessarily a complaint. I understand they have to be that way, but I think we ought to be deciding when we're going to change the map and change the world and not have any outside parties doing that. And that's the idea. So that's why Kachi and I are waiting until January. So that's one of the things that we're doing right now. And I'm going to try to do a new generation every year. Depending on, how satisfied we feel. If we feel very unsatisfied at our progress, we may go longer than a year. Or if we feel particularly very satisfied before the end of the year, we may change, before then. Who knows, but mostly I'm looking at changing just year by year. Especially since it's mostly me on here working on my own, so. I feel like I really need about a year to do all the kinds of things I want to do. The other thing I'll be doing is planning out the year before I start it. And while I give myself plenty of permission to deviate from that plan, I think planning out's a really critical thing to do. I really don't do as much planning as I'm usually inclined to do. I'm usually really big on stuff like that. I'm usually a very organized person when it comes to planning and mapping things out and stuff like that. I mean, it's part of both of my careers in which I was quite successful in. So it's just my personality. I just like doing that. And for some reason, I don't really feel too inclined to do that with Minecraft. But I think I give myself permission just to wing it on this. But on the other hand, I also feel like, it helps me get things done. And I don't feel a lot of pressure to all my pressure to get stuff done is self-imposed. But I still like getting things done. I really do. And as long as I'm not building a whole bunch of random builds impulsively like that, I think I can get a little more done. Because I can always feel now that I feel like I'm going to continue doing this. And with that in mind, I feel, you know what? If I don't get to a certain idea with this generation, I'll just do it in the next generation. Like there's things I want to do in this generation, things I want to finish up. You know what? Instead of finishing them up in this generation, I'll just do them completely in the next generation. I think that'll work out. Okay. For Generation 6, one of the things I'm thinking about is actually making a video series. So our current YouTube channel, Thunderhand64_Gaming2, mostly just archives our stream videos, our VODs. Because after Twitch, they expire after 14 days. And so we offload them onto the YouTube site just so we can preserve our gameplay on there and stuff. But I'm thinking on having the Thunderhand64_Gaming channel where I'll actually produce videos that are not just stream recap VODs. I may do that. It depends on how I feel about producing them. Because video production is where I'm going into anyway. And so that'll also serve as a good test bed just for video production in general, never mind just Minecraft generation stuff. As far as the content for those videos, I'm not entirely sure. I do have a couple of ideas for that, but I'm not 100% certain right now. Two ideas that I'm fooling around with is to have sort of like an adventure series that's tied into the lore of Generations. Do a little bit more with lore for Generations and then make a video series that's not really a Let's Play or a tutorial series. It's more like an adventure series where it has a story and it takes place in the Generations world here and stuff, and has a plot and characters and stuff and everything. I've been thinking about that. I just don't know how hard that is to do. Another video idea for a video series I was thinking on doing is a simpler series to produce would be a series called Unfinished Business, where I go back into these older generations and builds that I started on these that I didn't get to finish. I could do those on a video. I probably wouldn't stream those, but I would make a video of those. Because some of the builds I started on those older generations are really dear to my heart, and I never got a chance. I was never allowed to finish them, so I think it would be really cool and would incorporate quite a bit of effort, but I think it would be worth it. It'd also bring about a little bit of justice, sort of. I get to go back and everybody gets to finish their builds, but I don't get to finish mine, and so it'd be kind of fun to go back there. And especially if I dialed back the version of Minecraft to the version that was current at the time of that generation. So like 1.13 or something if I was in Generation 2, I think would be really cool. and have to struggle and to figure out, oh yeah, how did we used to do this in 1.13? I think that would be really fun to make a series like that. That would be a much easier series to produce, I think. See if I can get some of this cobbled slate up off the ground. Yeah, so because I was doing so much driving today, I got started a lot later than I would have liked. I really wanted to go 4 to 6 today. But you know what? Tuesday's 12 to 2 stream, that is a really good time, I think. So, I don't know. Should I change Thursday's stream to 12 to 2 as well? Or should I keep it 4 to 6? I feel if I spread out the time for both streams, like, for example, do Tuesdays 12 to 2 and then do Thursday streams 4 to 6, I think that allows for different people, different viewers in their different areas to attend, right? Because the 12 to 6 is going to be too early for some of our viewers. Maybe. There we go. It's very likely we're going to finish this up this stream. And if that's the case, we may, if we have enough time, let me see. 7:37, yeah. About 23 minutes left, so if we have enough time, I may start putting in the floor. The deep slate for the floor here. So actually, you know, I'm saying finishing up on this layer that we're on, but if we're going to do the floor, we're going to need to take out at least one more layer down. So we should do that, really. Then if we have enough time, we'll start working on installing a floor, but you know what? That's not really critical for the stream. I'm thinking I'm going to do most of that off camera. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, inventory management. And we need to bring this down at least to this level so we can put in the deep slate tiles. And we'll take down the scaffolding. We're certainly not going to need any more of that. This here, this here. No, you're going in the incinerator. We're good there. See, I usually do that. That was the whole point of bringing that over. And I think we're done with gravel for a little while. Let's do that. Let's bring this over here. Bye-bye. The lapis. I don't know why I'm saving lapis. I don't really use it. But maybe for a building block. And also, I think I can put the sponges away now. I only have, you know what? I have 4 dry ones. Let's just dry those out, and we'll put them back in the toolbox for right now. Okay, good. Doing the Insta-Dry. Done. Back to the overworld. Boy, without the animation. Now I have some of the animations turned off. That's one of them. Just to save on FPS. and it seems to make the portal animation take a lot longer. Feels that way to me. So let's do that. I'll drop off that pickaxe while we're down here. Pickaxes are still down here at the other end. All right. I tell you, I absolutely love the scale of this being such that I can fly through it. It is just such a cool thing to do. All right, let us do this. I think we're good here. Right. Okay. We have to take down the scaffolding. Let's do that. And we'll stash some of this while we're at it too. Then we need to take down one more layer off the floor here, which I'm hoping will be easier. Let me see, I have a shulker full of goodies here somewhere. Yeah, that can go there. Right. Uh-oh. Our comparator circuit. That's all right. I'll take care of that after. So, you know me. This probably drives some of you guys crazy, but I just go in, like, straight lines. I feel comfortable. And we're going to have to take down our beacon at some point, but that's, of course, the very last thing that I'm going to do. Digging out the dirt. And we're probably going to run into some lava here. Maybe not. I mean, it's right over there, but it may not come out to here. Let's see. And while we're here, we have the shovel out, so we don't have to waste time switching tools. Let's just do that. We good? We good, lava? I think we're good. Groovy. Yikes! Ooh, you almost got me. Not today, lava. Oh, there we go. I'll pull this out for Nebs. Hawk. Let's see. Let's get some filler material here. There we go. Right in there. Okay, nice, nice. Back to work. Going to have to make a little bit of progress on some of the music ideas I've had for the stream. Gonna have to get up off my bed. I've been distracted by other things lately, but one of the main problems I was having with that is getting a really good sound out of the equipment that I'm using. And because when you can't get a decent enough sound, again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It'd be nice if it were perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be decent enough so I can play. It's just too much of a distraction if it isn't, and you actually can't play. I think you guys seen me struggle on this on the stream once I trying to play with a really bad sound. It's just hard to do. But I have made improvements on the sound. I've been working with my brother, who is an amazing guitar player, by the way. And although we haven't been doing much together lately, but we had up until a few weeks ago when we both got busy here. But just trying to set things up, just trying to set the equipment up, because he's a better sound technician than I am. And his ears are still really good for that. And we usually get together on Sundays, and we do video conference with my bass and his guitar. And we try our best to jam together under those circumstances. But, you know, the lag makes it difficult, you know, because music, the idea is, you know, you're timed together, right? And so it's really hard to play with latency. But it's mostly like compositional stuff. My brother does, I do mostly original stuff. And my brother does mostly covers, but I've been trying to get him to try some original stuff, and he seems like he's a lot more interested in it now, because he's really, really good. He really is. And I've been trying to get his confidence up there too, because he's a lot better than he gives himself credit for. He really is. And I don't know if he'd ever feel secure enough about his playing to do anything like during a stream or even a recording. I don't know. But I hope so. I hope so. But the two of us have been working on music lately and trying to get things to the point where, you know, lately I just want to be able to compose, record, and perform small original pieces, mainly for stream introductions. And intros, intermissions, and outros. You know, that's my main goal as far as music is right now. It's going to be a long night shoeing. I think you purposely left out a T there. Okay, we're good there. Check on the time here. 7:49. Gee, I don't know if I'll be able to get this layer done. Just because of the deep slate is slowing me down here. But, you know, it's only one block in thickness, so I don't know. I feel like I should be able to do it. The other thing is, you know, avoiding patches of gravel and dirt. You know, it depends on how many of these we have, right? Because I have to keep switching out tools, which breaks my rhythm. and also going OP with the tools here. We are going to need a session over at the Endy Ender, Kachi's Enderman farm, to repair these tools, although we didn't use as... we didn't even wind up using half of them. I think the beacon helps out with that. But I don't know. Well, no, it doesn't. They still get used up at the proportional rate, so... let me see. No, I've been running them off almost every time I step outside. Okay. I have a... oh, that is shooing. Shoo. Got it. So that wasn't an intentional omitted T. Got it. Have a feeling one might not be coming back, though. Okay, understood. The problem with your trash pandas is that they don't really have, or they can't be allowed to have their natural predators anymore. Because their natural predators are a little too dangerous to have around human neighborhoods. So, but with that in mind, now the raccoon population goes nuts because they don't have anything to keep them in check. So... that doesn't happen around here. Like I say, our natural predators are still hanging around. At least the ones for that take care of possums and raccoons and things like that. So we sometimes have that problem, but it doesn't last very long. People used to ask us, because it was tough having indoor pets, the cats. It was tough for me, but, the alternative is you let them out, but pets don't last outdoors here very long. There's too many predators. One of the worst predators for pets in our area is the owls. Because if you have your cat outside, the owls are big here, and if they're silent. Their feather formation makes them completely silent. And so if you have a cat and your cat's outdoors, your cat can't hear them at all. And so a cat has no warning. And so cats have to be indoor animals here. They can't be outdoor animals because they don't last that long. So stray cats in San Gabriel Valley down here? No, not a problem. Not a problem. I'm just going to go ahead and just dig out under this beacon. Yeah, if you could just go ahead and dig out under that beacon, that'd be great. Yeah. I think I can get that out of there. Hawk. Why did I just do that? Hands, really? Come on now. Let's work together on this, hands. We're on the same team. All right, yeah, this is good. This is good. Just looked outside and there was a baby possum. Oh, yeah. Possums are weird critters. Uh-oh, we're getting, I could tell we are getting really quite far along in the stream here, 7:56, because I'm starting the soundtrack for the third time. Okay, this is better now. We can work around this darn beacon. Actually, I shouldn't be complaining about the beacon. Thunder, don't complain about the beacon. The beacon is our friend. Alrighty. You know what? Even if the stream goes over a few minutes, I just want to finish this. I'm thinking a few of our friends should be on right now so we can do a raid. One thing I don't like about the Tuesday time being 12 to 2 is not many of our friends are streaming at that time. But, you know, I mean, I should be, you know, meeting new people with raiding people that I don't know. But being family friendly too, I can't always guarantee that it'll be a family friendly destination. So, and often I'll just do a search for family friendly, but I won't come up with anything. So, to me, it's not absolutely necessary that I bring the viewers to a family friendly stream after mine, but, you know, I do feel a little obligated. A little bit. Like, I go raid Komako a lot, who is not family friendly. Although a super, super cool guy. You know, and I just, you know, remind the viewers before I go over there for a raid. And Wicca Stacy, wow, hey, good to see you. Thank you so much for the bits. Wicca, Stacy, you came in right at the very end of the stream, I'm sorry to say. I'm just about ready to wrap up. But I am happy to see you. How are you doing today? And since you're here and I'm about to do a raid, maybe you have a raid recommendation. That's okay. I was getting ready to game with my son. Okay, cool. What game are you going to play? If you don't mind me asking. And then Draken saying, let me see, downside to living in rural area is having to deal with wandering wildlife. Yep, but also, the point I was making about living here, we're not in a rural area at all. We're urban. But because we border the desert, we get the wildlife just strolling through the neighborhood. So especially when we're experiencing the drought conditions and then they're forced down from the foothills of the mountains that are nearby. They're forced down there into the neighborhoods here to get water because they got to survive, So lately we've been getting a break from the drought conditions and the last year or two. And so we haven't been seeing too much of them. So, which is good for them, actually. And let me see. A lot of peeps I follow on Twitch are streaming right now. Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay. Minecraft, of course. Okay. All right. Calm down. It's going to be okay. Let's see here. Let's do this. And empty out the inventory. And wow. I'm going to leave the beacon right there for right now. And so we need to now bring our tile floor all the way back to that wall right back there. And then bring our vertical wall features here all the way back. And then, guess what, everybody? It's going to be time to put in the mega storage modules. Oh my god. And I think I will close out the stream right here. And I'd like to thank everybody coming. Let's take a look. Coming by to visit us. Let's take a look and let's see who's available right now. Yeah, see, I don't have anybody from my list on right now. So, Wicca Stacy. Stace, do you have anybody that you could recommend right now? My son and I started a new world. He's making his base at the open Minecraft, at the open mine shaft we found. My base has started over the water near a village I claimed. Fluff Tapes is a chilled guy. He's young and playing Minecraft right now. Oh, okay, cool. We can go check him out. Great. Is he? How is he with the language? It's not a deal breaker. It's just that if I'm going to go over there and raid, I just like to let the viewers know who are the family-friendly viewers before I go over. It'll be good to meet somebody new too. I always appreciate that. And Draken saying coyotes here are a full-time issue. Yeah, here too. Here too. All right, let's log off the server here so I don't die. And let's go to our cam-only scene. Game time with Eric is playing Minecraft 2. I think he does swear sometimes, but he tries not to if I remember correctly. Okay, all right, that's not a big deal. I don't mind at all myself. It's just I just like to tell the viewers, before I head over there. So I'll tell you. This time let's go with your first suggestion. Let's try out Fluff Tapes. For those of you who would like to join us, here is our raid message right here. You can cut and paste that into the chat if you would like to join us. And let's go raid fellow Minecrafter, Fluff Tapes. Fluff Tapes reminds me of my son. Okay. Well, then he's probably a very cool guy. All right, let's go check it out. So there we go. All right, let's get that started. And the raid is counting down. Okay, so our next stream will be on Sunday. That's Kachi time 4 to 6, and our following Minecraft stream from Generations will be Tuesday, noon to 2. So please, I hope you can join us for that. It would be a lot of fun to see you guys. And let's get this raid on the roll. Thank you for coming, everybody. Let's go check this out.